Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We missed the first minute of the game, but Fox, you're going to fill us in on what happened.
Yeah, we had actually Faze start off out, and they're still, as you can see, outslaying Orbit by quite a bit, but they had 2 failed attempts so far.
Oh.
1 failed attempt with the drone so far. They were still able to put 2 points in just then and there, but Orbit was able to respond back with still getting like no kills and was able to score on Faze.
2-1 lead now for the boys of Faze. Sorry for missing the first minute. Young man, meaning myself, had to use the restroom and order himself some dinner because if I don't eat, I will starve to death and die. And you can see by my stature that I am someone who enjoys and needs to eat at least once every 5 hours.
I understand. Happy running through with the drone here, trying to make a
that
2-point play
was
happen.
sick.
And there it is. Orbit's leading 3-2, with still quite a bit to go in this first half of Uplink, Courage.
Right now, the series is 2-0 for Faze. They are 1 game away from moving on to the semifinals, guaranteeing themselves a top 4 placement here in this 10K series, sponsored by Scuff. Be sure to keep utilizing that chat function, hashtag Scuff10K on Twitter, for your chance to win. Behind the scenes, wonderful people here at MLG are picking out winners. I saw some in the chat before say, behind the scenes, that means nobody wins. Man, you crazy, you think no one's winning these darn giveaways. 9
Zach, stop cyberbullying people, dude. We just, like, come on, man.
gift cards and 1 Scuff controller, dude. That's like $1,000 worth of Scuff stuff.
All right, so we're seeing Zuma with the drone in hand, playing around Hut here, getting tagged up a bit. Very dangerous situation with 2 Orbit players hovering just outside of him. He's going to lose the drone, actually, and now he needs to win the first gunfight, but he can't do it. TCM is going to shut him down. Enable trying to intercept and cut this off, but no, he gets shut down from Green Plat. Vicento has a 2-point play lined up for him, and there it is.
Beautifully done. He knew that a push might come from someone spawning behind him in red. Cut towards that bottom green Hut area. Orbit with another dunk. They're up 5-2. Vicento 7-4 to start the game.
Celebrating a little bit there. Teabag and enables body. We see Vicento running in from square towards purple, tagging up his teammate there. So he's not actually going to get a kill of his own. We're still going to see Faze in possession of the drone. 3 Orbit players are dead. Scump has a 2-point opportunity, and he gets it with really no issues at all. He had perfect slaying capabilities around Faze. That's really been the story since the beginning of this map, right? It's just Faze outslaying, but we just see Orbit has just been so much better with the objective.
Scump played this one absolutely perfectly. Instead of trying to push right through purple, flanked all the way through bottom ice into blue, but happy with the beatdown, the double kill, utilizing that explosive canister. This should be a dunk for Orbit unless a magical play could come in from the boys from Faze.
Orbit happy dunking another 2-point play in right there. That is the 2nd in a row. And we see Vicento alive in the base, but Scump is going to turn the corner, spot him immediately, and take him out. Now we see TCM coming from square. What's the move going to be? It looks like he's opting to flank the players by cutting through ice as no one was watching the cut. He is going to be awarded with 1 kill. Such a smart play out of TCM.
Lager Bugle in the chat. If you get the gift card, can you buy the controller? Yes. I don't think Scump. I don't think Scump. I just said Scuff is against you utilizing their gift card to buy their product. Right now, 7-4 lead. Enable with the drone. They're down by 3 points at the end of side number 1. Can they possibly get into a 1-point play to finish off the half in a positive light? Beautiful pass coming from Enable in the final moments. The dunk coming in. 1 point separating these 2 teams. And Fox, we said this earlier. You gotta think that's pretty good start from the Faze lineup, even though they were on the least favorable side.
Absolutely. I mean, we saw that Orbit started off with several points in a row, and Faze was outslaying, but not able to answer with those, with those scores. And it makes perfect sense playing from the bad side. There's not as many opportunities. I mean, the very first push, they got all four Orbit players down all at once. Came in, they just couldn't repeat it because you're playing from such an unadvantageous side. So now I honestly see this side going heavily in favor of Faze.
8-16 first half performance from Accuracy. He needs to step up for his team. Really, the rest of the players in the game more than holding their own.
Certainly now we're seeing Clayster playing up with his usual class and respawn. We've been seeing him run this for a couple of months now. Overclock, Semtex, and always Blast Suppressor, or running Blast Suppressor or Hardwire, kind of switching between those 2 things. But here he is around purple. No, not seeing any action, so I'm actually going to switch over to someone that's more into the action. That's going to be Scump, but he drops. So let's go to one of the Orbit players, Courage.
I'm on board with Accuracy at the moment. 8-16 deciding, hey, I'm struggling a little bit. Let me run that drone for our team. Did you miss the giveaway? Puttman, no. They're going on all day long. Don't worry, we're waiting on some names to announce here on the show. I know it's all being handled behind the scenes, but I'd love to be able to give you guys the shout-outs for who is winning these giveaways. 9 gift cards and a controller. Right now, though, Accuracy getting cut down by Scump. Here comes the push from Faze, and Scump just killed Zuma with a canister.
Right, here's Vicento playing from circle. He's actually going to hit the same flank TCM did. He's also going to be awarded with the kill, but he is immediately traded. Faze responding to that one much better than they did last time. Orbit happy getting a 2-piece of his own as well. So let's see what he's doing. Still staying alive around the drone reset. Not able to do it, though, as Enable cuts him short. Clayster cuts him short.
Grabs that drone, decides, nope, I shouldn't have this. I should give this back to you. Unfortunately, he gets cut down. Scump with the beat down, going for the 1-point toss. Picked off by Accuracy, completely unintentionally. He just kind of double jumped and wound up catching the drone right in his hands. The Salmon himself is going to pick it up. He's going to run this one towards bottom red. He's got 2 players to beat. The help of his teammate should be enough of a distraction to get the dunk in. No! Clay hits his shots. Zuma clears out his base. That's going to be a reset coming in from Faze.
Accuracy still trying to commit to this for some reason. Clay's going to shut him down and punish him for it. I think that right there, the better option would have been to stay alive, because now that opens up the opportunity of Faze to run it straight through red. Clayster setting up for the 2-point play, just short of the double jump. There it is. Faze takes the lead by 1 point.
That could have been catastrophic there if he got cut down by missing that double jump. A team kill coming out of Vicento stopped any chances of Orbit from clearing out their base. Fortunately for them, they were able to push up a little bit aggressively into purple to try to stop the aggression before it really even happens, but the trade's going in favor of Faze. The drone now back in the hands of Scump.
Right, Scump on board with him, tossing it in, just shy of the uplink. Unfortunately, not able to connect with that one, but we do see 2 more Faze players pushing through. All they have to do is beat Accuracy. That they do. That's going to be Clayster that comes in, trying to get the 2-point play, but no, he's cut short. That's Vicente that takes the drone and tries to play it. Happy is going to make this a point play as Accuracy takes the drone again through top. Eskies just go for the throw. Don't get greedy, but no, he gets the dunk just barely, and now Orbit is back in the lead by 1 point.
9-8 lead. Orbit now back in control. As you mentioned, someone in the chat said this is this just reminds us of the last uplink we saw, where it went all the way into overtime between Denial and Isolation. Right now, Enable holding down the drone area for his team. They've got 1 player to beat, but TCM just picked up a massive 2-piece. This 1-point play should go in from Enable. Connects with the shot. Fox, we're all knotted up here with 90 seconds remaining.
Yep, Zuma's going to fall inside circle there. He thought he had a great angle, and that he did, but he was just not able to connect with those shots. So Orbit's going to collapse onto him right there. Scump now alive in a very similar position. Playing his role very well with the sub, just getting so aggressive on these flanks. He's in a good spot for a pass. He could go for the throw, but it looks like Clayster has other plans in mind. He wants to set up for a throw of his own and maybe make it a 2-point play here. Still tied up. This would be huge if he went for the dunk. Courage.
Clay trying to run it in, but TCM again with the 2-piece. Buying his team enough time to push through red and regain control of their base. They've now begun to wrap it towards Eskies. Accuracy is 1 player there to help him. Zuma wins the gunfight, though. Tommy just went huge.
TCM, last player alive for his team, tries to cut Clayster short. That he does. Scump is there to trade the kill, though. Let's see what Scump can do. Where's the drone? And the drone is actually falling off the map, and it's reset. We're still tied up. We got to play for this. Coming down to the wire, Jack.
Happy just took down Zuma in a power position top purple. That's going to give Orbit the opportunity to begin to push in towards purple and grab the drone. They've done just that. 30 seconds remaining. You've got to like the positioning that these guys have found themselves in. 1 player to beat inside of yellow. That's Clayster. He gets cut down by Vicento. But who is it with the clutch 2-piece? Zuma yet again. Vicento just turned on Scump. 15 seconds left. Zuma beginning to run the drone towards red. They've just got to go for the 1-point toss to win the game. This is for the perfect 3-0 series victory. 2 players to beat. TCM in a position to stop them. 5 seconds remaining. Zuma's got to make a play happen. Goes for the shot.
Cannot release in time.
Oh no, he hesitated so many times there, trying to play it so slowly. But in the end, didn't give his team enough time to go for a second toss. Not sure if I agree with the decision to slow things down there. Might have thought that Orbit was in a better position to save their base, but realistically, Fox, all 3 players that were up for Orbit were not even across from the rail side of the map yet. We're going into another Biolab uplink overtime. Who do you want to hop on board with off the start?
Let's go see what Zuma's doing. He cannot be feeling good after that. I wouldn't say it's a bad play. I think, you know, with our ability to see through the walls, we knew exactly what those players were.
I'm just mentioning that there was definitely a hesitation there. There was definitely a hesitation there, though.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So, here it is. Zuma playing just around purple. There is one player inside, but he's going to be cut short by accuracy. Accuracy is going to fall with the immediate trade coming from the Faze side of things. TCM and Facento playing very separate, so no one is there to trade Facento's death. This could be an opportunity for Faze to grab the drone, but no, it doesn't look like anyone's playing the drone. They're all overextending.
Happy picks up 2 kills of his own. It's a 2-on-2 in regards to players alive. Happy leading this push. Finds the kill on Enable. Now challenges the other player top green. His teammate, though, kept the drone inside of blue. They're now wrapping it in towards purple. He's just waiting for more lead blockers. Gotta like the decision from accuracy. He could have had an opportunity for a 1-point toss, but didn't go for it. Clayster drops down and Batmans him. He hits the beat down. He's now gonna go for the 1-point toss. One player to his right, tosses it in. He connects. A beautiful shot from Clayster. 58 seconds is the time to beat for Orbit. Faze are now just 1 minute away from going on to the semifinals.
All right, and here it is. Orbit has just 58 seconds to answer back with either a 1-point play or a 2-point play to secure the victory in overtime. Can Faze hold up?
Scump getting first blood inside ice. Clayster picks up a kill of his own. The drone in the hands of Happy. He falls. A perfect start from Faze. Oh, and they're going to add insult to injury with the dunk. Scump goes and dunks it in.
My goodness.
A flawless overtime from Faze. The fill-in from Scump, getting the dunk in the final moments there of the second half of overtime. They are now your second team in today's 10K semifinals.
Happy right there. I think he was hoping to catch the Faze team off guard and go for just go for it. You know, just take that drone and rush straight through. But Faze immediately sniffed it out. With Orbit getting no kills, they were perfectly fine to go back and watch that ice cut. And I don't know if I agree with that play. I really think that he should have waited for his team. You know, maybe played the clock a little bit. Even though time's not in his favor, rushing right through right there against 4 people, you're not going to catch, you know, players of this caliber off guard like that.
Well, guys, that is going to do it for our what might be our final quarterfinal matchup of today's 10K. Faze winning it 3-0, knocking out Orbit. Guys, do not go anywhere. When we come back from this quick commercial break, we're going to do a full look at the bracket, see how things have gone, how these teams have gotten here. And then we'll hop into our next game. Don't go anywhere.